Number 1 says fill in the blanks with less than, greater than, or equal to make the number sentences true. So if you look at number 1, you have 8/10 times 7/8. And then we have 8/10. So since right here we're taking a fraction of 8/10, a fraction is less than 1, this number, this answer, is going to get smaller. So since 8/10 will get smaller, this is less than. For number 2, we have 6/5 times 9 and 1 1/5 times 9. Since 6/5 equals 1 1/5, these two are equal. In the last one, we have 1 1/12 times 76, greater than, less than, or equal to 76. Since 1 1/12 is greater than 1, 76 is going to get greater. So therefore, this one is greater than. Number 2 says solve and show your work. So we have 12 1/2 minus 1 3/4. So first, we have 1/2. We can't solve this problem since 2 and 4 are different denominators. So if I list my multiples of 2, I see that we can switch it into fourths. So I can do 12 and 2/4 minus 1 3/4. So first I have to see if I can subtract my fractions. 2/4 minus 3/4 I can't do since 2 is smaller than 3. So I have to borrow from my whole number. My whole number becomes an 11, and I add 4/4 to 2/4 since 4/4 equals 1 whole. So now I have 11 and 6/4 minus 1 3/4. So 11 minus 1 is 10. 6/4 minus 3/4 is 3/4. So here is my answer. Number 3 says write a multiplication number sentence that describes the shaded rectangle. So if you look at the bottom, this is divided into fifths. So we have 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5. And going vertically or up and down is into thirds. So we have 1/3, 2/3. So if you look where they meet, right here and here, we have 1/5 times 2/3. And the answer would be 2/15. Number 4 says the numbers below show the cost of a loaf of bread in different years between 1930 and 2008. Write the cost in order from the least to the greatest. So if we look here, we have 0, 2, 0, 0, 0. So we know this one is the biggest because it has a whole number. So we can cross that one out since we've already used it. Okay, so now let's look at our tenths. We have 0, 7, 1, and 2. So since this is a 0, this would be our smallest. So now we have 7, 1, and 2. So next would be our 1. And then we have 7 and 2, so obviously 2. And then 0.70. Number 5 says the graph below shows how much flour Nigella has left after making batches of pancakes. How many cups of flour does she have left after making 6 batches of pancakes? So here's our batches made. So if we look at 6 and we go up, we go over, she has 4 cups left. And then the last one, we have 54 and 1900ths minus 36 and 5700ths. So if I were going to estimate, I would ignore my decimal points. 54 minus 36 would be about 18. Now to actually solve, 9 minus 7 is 2. 1 minus 5 I can't do, so I have to borrow from the 4. 11 minus 5 is 6. 3 minus 6 I can't do, so I borrow from the 5. 13 minus 6 is 7. 4 minus 3 is 1. So our answer is 17 and 62 hundredths.